Last month, I saw some pants. I chose a model that fits my general style, and I chose a color that would have fit the other clothes in my wardrobe. But unfortunately, I'm not wearing those pants. I have been thinking why, and I come up with two reasons. One, the waistband. It is too big, which made the fabric gather when I sew it. Another issue is that it's possible to see the interfacing in the inside, which doesn't look that nice. And two, I did not finish the seam edges, which is probably the most common beginner sewing mistake. I thought I would have worn it anyways, but in the end it just made the fabric look way less durable. I put so much time and effort into this garment and I really want to wear those pants. So here I'm gonna fix all of those mistakes and give some love to this piece. So the first step that I have to do to fix my pants is to remove the waistband. I don't think I can move that away from that. I will need to remove this one and sew a new one on the place. So for this I will be using a seam ripper. This is this type of tool that has a sharp edge, and this one came with my sewing machine, and the idea is to remove the seams so I can do those again. I just finished removing the first part of the seams. As you can see here, the interfacing is actually quite big. And now you can also see the elastic on the inside part. I will remove this last part, which is the one connecting the waistband to the pants. I finished removing the second seam, but there is a part here that I got a little of the interfacing on it. I saw it together. I have not noticed this. Here is the waistbands that are removed. You can see the interfacing that got a little bigger, and how it gathers too, for being way bigger than what is my waist. And here are my pants without the waistband. You can see the flowiness got way better. So for now, the next step will be for me to make a new waistband. I will cut the fabric and the interfacing and the elastic on the size that I want, and then proceed to do that. The main issue with the band was that it is a little too big. I have the band traced. The pants are from the book Breaking the Pattern by Sarah and Laura Ruta. And in this book, the patterns are supposed to be traced. So the main issue, I don't know if there was grading or if I skipped the part. And I have this traced. It is a little too big. It goes way bigger than the waist of my pants for my size. So I will trace this one more time, and I will rework this bottom piece, decrease a little the size, and then I will cut the fabric and the interfacing so I can work on that. So for this, I'm measuring my pattern, my waistband directly here. I don't think this is the best way of doing it, but that's the way I thought that I could have fixed that. I'm trying to maybe stretch a little, so could have the the pieces, and also I have to add 1 centimeter for the back here for the seam allowance. It is going to be folded, so but independent of that, I think it is my way to go. And then I will cut this piece here. I'm now moving on to cutting the pattern, and I'm gonna use my pinch to hold it on the place so I can cut it. I'm gonna cut with the seam allowance for the bench pattern, but I will cut without seam allowance for the interfacing, so I don't have the issue that I had of it passing the interfacing showing on the final pants. So finally, to the sewing, I'm going to sew the waistband together, and then I'm going to sew it to the waist of my pants. So to finalize the waistband, I have to sew the both ends together on my pants. I sew it to the pants, and now I have to sew the both ends together. And for this, I also need to press it so it stay on the same place. I will do this off camera because my iron board is in another place, it's no more on this table. I finished sewing the waistband to the pants, and now I have to pass the elastic through it. I still have some elastic. It is a little bigger than what is supposed to be my waist measurement, but better like this. And I will pass it with a pin, and then I will sew close the waistband. I decided to, I think that's a nice size for the elastic, so I will mark this one and cut it here on the back and sew it and attach it to the center and attach it to the inside part. So I measured the waist, I measured the elastic on my waist, and I marked to the size that I want to have it. So now I'm going to sew this part and then sew to the inside of the pants. I finished attaching my waistband finally, and now I actually to work on my second problem in relation to those pants. That was the internal seams. The internal seams, this fabric tears down a lot, so it always lasts you a lot. So I'm going to use a zigzag stitch since I don't have overlock machine to fix this. I got stuck on my sewing machine. It doesn't line the needle plate. Luckily the instruction manual had the instructions on how to do that. Now it's working like perfect, like when it was just new. So I'm going to continue with the lessons that I have to do. And I also think now it's late, so maybe that's when I will stop today. I finished sewing the internal edges, and now I think my garment is ready to be used. That's the final result. I really like how I stay. I like that the waistband is more even now. That you can see these beautiful openings that has on the original design. And I think now I'm gonna just give way more wear. I like that the inside is a little better, and then now I can use it on my day-to-day without worrying about washing and all of those details. What I learned in this project is that some of those things I could have made it before. I think finishing the internal things, I don't have an overlock machine, and sometimes I feel unmotivated to do that. But on this fabric, it actually did not look good, and it was make me not wear those pants, which I put a lot of effort to do in first place. So because of that, I think in a next project, being another pants or any type of project, I would just do the seams right after I cut the pattern, so I don't have this problem of being already teared out way more than it was before. And in other cases, also in relation to the waistband, I think the waistband now looks way more even. I'm very, very happy. I decided to don't put the two lines on the waistband, so it is only a flat thing, and it got quite uniform. So I'm very, very pleased with this part of this project. In relation to the time that took me to fix those mistakes, it was in total 3 hours and 59 minutes, being 42 minutes just to remove the seams with my seam ripper. It took around 1 hour to press and cut the fabric. And for the sewing part, which I'm also counting pinning and some other activities in between, it took me 2 hours and 17 minutes. While this might sound a lot of time just to finish your garment, just to do the last details and fix some mistakes, for me this is completely worth it. This is a garment that I put a lot of effort to do, and it was not being used. So I'm very happy that I got the motivation to work on that, and then now I have a very beautiful pants for me to wear. If you stay until the end of this video, thank you very much. I'm on a journey to make my own clothes, and here I'm sharing about my sewing and my knitting. So if you want to see more about that, please like and subscribe this video. One more time, thank you very much and happy making. Bye!